Welcome to Show and Tell Friday. Week 3 for a lot of us, week 2 for some of us, week 1 for a little bit of us. You know the deal, 2 minutes. I still owe you push-ups. I didn't forget about it. I messed up my wrist the other day. So I'm been trying to take it easy. I'm almost back, but I didn't forget. So I'm at 125. The rule goes, you go over 2 minutes. The allotted 2 minutes when you hear the ding 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 sound, that's when your time is up. And if that's the case, then I have to do 25 push-ups to add on to the 125. So, help me out. Great. So I got the list right here. We're going to start out with Winston with QuakeSpec.
Hi, everybody. I'm Winston. It's the QuakeSpec team. Danielle Romanoff, Shilpa Singh, and Chris Ludke. You're your all-encompassing earthquake portal information portal. As I showed last week, oh, shoot, I've got to turn on the share screen. Minor detail. Sorry about that. Okay. Yeah, here, as we showed last week, we've got the earthquake information. You can edit the filters, adjust ranges, magnitude, frame, what you want to show. We added 2 features this week. One was damage assessment, which is a plotly graph of the of things such as damage, deaths, and earths, and death and injuries and houses damaged for varying degrees. You can see the additional information that gets created for this. We have an ability to actually view the notebook, and there's some verbiage here, the ability to view the notebook itself that created the data. The other information we have is we added the financial markets impact analysis, which showed what effect does an incident have on differing financial markets. We took a look at gold, for example. Again, these are plotly charts. Gold performance 7 days after an incident, 14 days after an incident, a month after an incident, and they can tell you what the mean gain or loss was for varying magnitudes. Similarly, we have it for the S&P. Now, these are Matplotlib charts, and as you can see, I don't think they're nearly as elegant as the Plotly ones. And this was 30 days after an incident, and then we also decided to isolate just the U.S. ones, but they're only 13 incidents, so that doesn't tell you much since there. Finally, we have an intermarket analysis chart, which shows you how did the S&P and gold perform, for 30 days after incidents of varying magnitude. For example, here, S&P was up 500, it was up slightly, and the gold market was down slightly. Lastly, we have the impact models, which is what we're working on this week, and that is QuakeSpec. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you beat about 1 second, Winston. Well done. Thank you very much. That's fantastic. That's such a cool idea how it affects certain markets.
Yeah.
That's really well done. Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you.
Most definitely. Cool. Let's keep it moving. We got Donaldo, stock sentiment. Speaking of stocks, Donaldo.
Hi, let me share my screen real quick. So we are still, the main part of our project is making a model, which we are creating a NLP model that is specific for stock sentiment data. And I know it's hard to read, but it's Python code. I know some people in web mostly use JavaScript. And basically we're making this model from scratch, and it has features that none of the main open source NLP models have. Like, we can show confidence intervals and graph it. And part of graphing it is going to be a function right in the class. And what we did here is we took Bitcoin, and we took our sentiment scores on Bitcoin these are the prices of Bitcoin over the last 10 days. And then we have the sentiment scores of thousands of tweets, because we can scrape tens of thousands of tweets a day with the scrape we made. And the team is Cole Hudson, Donaldo, which is me, Chris Louie, Max Sheffer. And so with all those tweets we're scraping, which is more than the Twitter API can give, we're taking an average score. And this gold line is Bitcoin's price, and this is the sentiment score. And actually, we took, so the sentiment score, the price is directly correlated with tomorrow's sentiment. So there is, and our score was 75%, and Vader's, which is the top open source NLP library, is 79%. So we're just 4 percentage points from the top library. And with the next week, we feel like we can beat it because we're optimized specifically for finance. So that's really our goal, is to get a higher score. And you could see even this graph, this is people's opinions, this blue line, and this is the price of Bitcoin. And it's almost, there's a really high correlation. It's really fascinating that, especially for something like Bitcoin, which is so hypey. I mean, people, the price goes up, they say happy things on Twitter, the price goes down, they say mad things. And so, yeah, just making a better model and getting our data to process cleanly. And yeah, that's our project so far, as in a brief description.
Donaldo, wonderful, thank you. Y'all are doing something crazy in Python, man. I like looking at Python because I don't get to look at it enough. It's nice to get away from JavaScript now and again. Thank you, Donaldo. Cool. John Gibbons. John Gibbons in the building. Please tell us about Location Chat.
All right. Yeah, I'm John Gibbons. I'm with Location Chat. And basically what we've done, can you guys see my screen?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what we've done is we've basically designed an Android app based off of the Envision designs of our UI person. And we spent the whole week trying to get a chat function working. And we spent countless hours this week getting Twilio to go, and we just couldn't get Twilio. So we finally gave up on Twilio yesterday and discovered Sendbird. And so Sendbird's like the same exact thing, just chatting. So what we're going to do is just set these chat rooms up for each city so that if you're in a city, you can join a chat room and be like, what's the greatest restaurant in this city? Like, where should I go for a beer or something? Like, what's the best nightlife scene? And as you can see, you can send messages and receive messages. So if I send one here, it goes through. And yeah, our next step now after we've gotten the chat is just to get the chat working. So, oh, there we go. From Lambda student responding to me. So yeah, that's basically what we've done so far.
Cool, John. Thank you.
Yeah.
This is my first time actually looking at Sendbird. Somebody brought up Sendbird today during the stand-up, and I'm like, that's not real. I've never heard of Sendbird before. And now
it's pretty nice, yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely real, and it looks pretty slick. Cool. Thank you. A lot of mustaches today, by the way. Okay, cool. Keeping it moving. We got Chris Hubbard, Slack manager.
Yeah, so our project is Slack Manager. It is a way to allow management and also team members to asynchronously do stand-ups and just automate the process online. So this week we did a lot of revamp of the UI. We also made this tutorial just showing you like what's on the dashboard. This is all the reports that have been sent out, the amount of people that have responded to all the reports, and other stuff like that. All right, so I'll just quickly go through making a report. So you can either make a sentiment poll, just, 1 to 5, how are you feeling about something, or just a regular stand-up survey. Which makes us different is just these manager questions. So if you're a manager, you can either decide to answer questions each day or not. And we also allow, different types of manager to ask questions. Just to speed this up, I'll just create a few tests, add these to the survey. We'll change this to like labs 13, week 3. Then also what days you want the stand-up delivered to each team member, and then also the survey questions, like how are you feeling? Okay. And then so once you're done with that, you can create a report. And then logistically, if a team member was to log in, they would see the next stand-up that is being asked by the manager. They can click on it, or they can go within the Slack application or their Slack workspace, and they would get a direct message from our application saying, hey, you should respond to it. All right, and so once you click on a report, you would see the manager's questions and responses, and also the question that's being asked for you. I'm just feeling good. Just quickly respond to it. Once you submit a report, you will get just a confirmation. And then also, once you complete more surveys, you'd be able to filter by day and also filter by team members. Just quickly going back to the dashboard, some things that we've added are like the stats page. It's pretty bare, but basically you would have each stand-up on the x-axis just showing you.
Curtis, I'm sorry, but you've gone over 2 minutes, and now I'm going to break my wrist, but that's cool because I'm very excited about your project. This is actually one of the best stand-ups I've ever had in my life with this group. Team is killing it. Thank you for presenting, Curtis. Sorry to cut you off there.
Problem.
All right, y'all. I'm going to kick it off with Brandon with Project Manager, aka README. Is that what you're calling it now?
Yes.
Cool.
All right, let me share my screen. Hi there, I'm Brandon Stravi. I'm representing Project Remi. And what the main focus of our application is to link renters and owners in a way that they can communicate better. So with our main sign-up, we integrated fully OAuth as Firebase for our sign-up and everything. So we're going to sign in with Google. Just 1 second. All right, cool. And what we're mainly trying to do is having tenants have more power in renting. So obviously, whenever you go out to rent an apartment, it's hard to get represented. So our app is mainly focused for the renter's enjoyment. So whenever you say you have a work request, right? Say something broke, you type in what the title is of your request, you give a brief description, and then you send it on. Whenever your owner has seen that request, he can automatically say that he has read it, and you will receive a notification saying so. As well as he can contact the vendor from the owner dashboard. And then when the contact owner has been whenever the vendor has been contacted, you'll receive a notification of that as well. Scheduling appointment will be done between both the owner and the renter for easy access, as well as when the fix in progress. And finally, it can be completed by the owner by saying the issue has been resolved. Renters will also be able to see their receipts for payments on this app, as well as being able to see their lease application and their lease agreement contract. And going over to the owner side, going over to the owner side, we're able to do more with renters than I believe in any other app I've seen. So as a renter, let's say I'm a tycoon here. I got a lot of rental properties. I'm also able to see what vendors I have locally and see which one I actually really like, as well as see my tenants. And when I see my tenants who I have, I'm also able to search for specific ones in case I need to know information about a specific tenant and where they're in.
Brandon, that's all the time we got for Remi. Thank you for presenting. We got 175 now. Yo, you should flip my landlord onto this because my landlord would really, really benefit from this if he actually wanted to fix things around the house. But this is cool. There's a lot of I think Lambda has done like 2 or 3 applications like this in the past, and this is like a little bit more niche than the other ones. So just like general like maintenance or how to get a hold of like a locksmith or something. This is really cool. Like being able to gauge and assess like the satisfaction with different things. Sorry, I'm just gushing. It's really cool. Looks great. Thanks, Brandon. Okay, speaking of Brandon, I got another Brandon DeSell with Recruiter Rule. Brandon, where are you? I know you're here. I saw you. Or maybe you're just on mute. Maybe that's why I can't hear you. Anybody? Brandon?
Sorry, I couldn't find the little Zoom bar.
Yeah.
But yeah, I am Brandon. I'm going to be demoing Recruiter Role Engine. Recruiter Role Engine is used by recruiters to route candidates to the correct hiring departments. Once a user signs in to Recruiter Role, the user will be able to create a new contact group, which the user can create multiples of these. The user will be asked to specify which contact group it is. So let's say we have a group of managers to contact. They would make a managers contact group, and they would be able to input multiple contacts that are managers. And then the user will be able to put the conditions for which the candidates will be routed through. So let's say the the user wanted, or the recruiter rather, wanted candidates with master degrees and majors in history to go through this rule engine and be routed through to managers. Then you can add other conditions such as skills. We could add a few. Then you can also determine. You can also add minimum and maximum experience as a way to sort through these candidates. And at the end of that, you would be brought to a success page, which is not there. You will also be able to add candidates, so that's where the candidates will be coming from. You'll be able to input the candidates' names, email, LinkedIn profile, degree, pretty much everything that the conditions had. And other than that, there's not much else to go over. There is the mailer side, which is how you would send the emails for the candidates. Sorry, I didn't want to go over the time.
No, dude, it's all good. It's all good. You get carried away. I get it. I do the same thing. There's a lot here, man. 16 years experience in React, minimum. I'm just kidding. That's ridiculous.
It's doable.
Yeah.
I'm afraid of recruiter tool becoming a real thing, because then people on LinkedIn will just realize how much I'm flexing skills that maybe I don't have, but that's okay. They don't know that yet. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you for presenting. I'm moving along to IntelaFlight, featuring your boy Irving.
Hey guys, let me share my screen. Okay, wait, let me fix that. All right, awesome. Awesome, so I'm pretty sure you guys saw, we're working with Auth0. So yeah, let's just do a quick login real quick. Some of the added features that we added this week were, so now you're able to plan your flight, and you're also able to add your own pilot reports. And we also edited so we made edits to the icons on the map, so they show what kind of like pilot reports are going on. Then you're able to click on them and get all the information for them. So you can see the altitude is 9,000 feet, latitude, longitude, turbulence, icing, all the stuff that you would want to need if you're flying through that area. So we can go through an example. Let's say I want to go from JFK to San Diego. I'm traveling to San Diego. Here, right here, you get your calculated miles. We still have to do a little bit of fixing on that, but you know, just so, but we left it like how it is. But yeah, and then you get a line, or you get your route, you know, from New York to San Diego. This would be the flight, more or less, that you're doing right now. And then if you want to add your own pi reps and stuff, you're able to add your altitude, like, you know, how high you're flying in the flight. If you're experiencing turbulence, or if you're experiencing any icing, any pilots that are flying like commercial planes, or like they're like private pilots that are flying planes that are not like commercial planes that can't deal with the same kind of icing, this would just work, you know, this would help them know how, you know, what not to go to and what not to reach. And then as an extra, we also added weather, just so, you know, we can, you know, we can say, hey, you know, you're having a sunny weather, it's raining or it's storming. But yeah, and then you're also able to add your description, and just for like to get the actual pinpoint of where you are in the world. We have latitude and longitude, and this map works for all over the world. Right now, we have only just put pinpoints around the United States, but we have tested like other sides of the world. But yeah, that's pretty much IntelaFlight.
Irving, thank you. Thank you very much. This is shaping up to be so cool, man. This is such a cool idea. Also, I don't know if y'all have ever been to San Diego, Texas, but it's the most boring place in the United States, and I don't recommend it. San Diego, California is way more interesting.
Did I pick the wrong one?
That I saw it when you were picking. It was like the auto suggest. The Elasticsearch that came up, San Diego, Texas. Cool. Thank you, Irving. Keep moving with Tyler. HandyApp, Tyler.
Hey, I'm Tyler with HandyApp, the group of Sharon Jit, Geome, Spencer Meredith, myself. This is our app connects homeowners with service providers to go ahead and do work on their house and make the payment and streamline the whole process. This is our homeowners dashboard, so you can go ahead and see all the projects that you have linked. You can add a new project, which we'll do real quick. Not going to mess with the pictures because they're just a little bit buggy at the moment. And then I'll take us over to our contractor dashboard that we have logged in. We can view the available projects, scroll down to the newest project and place a bid on it. $20, 2 hours, materials included. And then we can go back to this dashboard, look at the projects, and we can find the bids. We can view the bid there. We can go ahead and view the contractor and see all of the feedback that he has associated with his account. And then we can go ahead and accept the bid if we wanted to. And we'd make the purchase with this stripe element here. Go ahead and send that over. And yeah, that's the user flow that we have established for right now. And then this is the landing page that we have built with OAuth. So that's our app for right now. Thank you.
Tyler, thank you. That's like it's slick already, man. For week 3, and then we get to week 4. Looks good as heck. Thank you for presenting. Who do we have? We got Rodine. Rodine, BuildMyApp. Rodine, help me build this app, man. I got this great idea. What do I do? I don't know how to code. What am I supposed to do?
I got you. Hang on. Share the screen. All right, so I'm for BuildMyApp. I'm trying to remember all the group members' names. I didn't write it down. So we have Marina, Dennis, Joe, Edwin, Arcadius, myself, and Pablo. I don't think I forgot anybody. Okay. So essentially, it's like a marketplace for people with ideas for apps and people with the skills to build those apps. So essentially, you create an account, you log in. As a project owner or the idea person, you log in and you get routed to your dashboard. Actually, log in as the wrong person. Hang on. It's a live demo. So log in as the project owner, and then you'll get routed to your dashboard. You can create a new project. And then after we go through this, I'll show you how you can log back in as the developer. Actually, I already have a project here, but I can create another one. I have this fancy project creation thing here. And then the cheap project, and do it for $1. Submit. Now I have 2 projects. So I can click on the project. You can get like more details and things like that. And if I log out and log back in as a developer, you see this slick Auth0 login right here. I get routed to my own page. Currently, I haven't applied for any projects yet, so I'll go through. You know, Crooks and Sons not looking too good. And go through and find a nice project. So, like this super cool project right here, Destroy the World. Building a Death Star. So you can go in, find a project, you can apply to this project, fill out this whole thing right here, which I won't waste your time. And then as the project owner on your page, you'll be able to go to, and you'll see that the project has somebody signed up for it. You can accept or decline. And that's the user flow that we have so far.
Oddie, thank you. Thank you. I've always wanted to see like some kind of direct challenger for Fiverr. Is it Fiverr? Yeah, Fiverr. Fiverr's like it's such a good idea, but I hate the site. I hate what it's become. Kind of want to like see the next version of what Fiverr could become.
Well, hopefully that's us.
What I'm saying, yeah. No doubt, no doubt. Okay. Kermit, Delphi, Kermit.
Yes.
Hello,
Howdy,
Kermit.
everyone. My name is Kermit Davis. I'm the UX designer on Delphi. I'm working with Josh, Amarachi, Lydia, and Chad. They are the developers on the project. Today, I'll be walking you guys through a few mockups that will visually show the core interactions of the application, as well as showing you how InVision makes it easier to collaborate with developers. So on Delphi, we have two core use cases. Or two core users. We have askers and experts. An asker, they will post a question, and an expert will respond to it. So right now, this is the core UI cards we have. You see, you're an asker named Charlotte Walters. You can view your own profile. You can see the question that was asked. You can see topic, and then you can see answers that other experts have put down. From the perspective of an expert, you can also see Charlotte's question. However, as you can see, there's a way for you to enter your answer. So you have a little input box, you press submit, and your answer will appear underneath. Additionally, we wanted to highlight for the experts the fact that their main job in the application was answering the question. So for that reason, as an expert, whenever you're not, by default, the answers of other experts are grayed out. So as you can see, it's not as distinct against the background. So your main focus as an expert is answering the question. And we have expert hover, where if you were to hover upon an answer of another expert, then it would become highlighted. Moving on to the next page, we have more advanced expert functionality. So we have pre-answers. So this is before you answer. So let's say after you answer, you're an expert named Jerry Maguire. As you can see, I will not rest until I have you holding a Coke, so on and so forth. You can edit and delete your question. We have the save edit functionality. And then the real useful thing about this tool, InVision, is that it makes it very easy to collaborate with developers. Using inspect mode, loading inspect, as you can see, it's a heavy-duty process. It allows you to rip the CSS straight from the assets on the page. So instead of having to rewrite all of the styling, it does it for you. So in this case, we're clicking on a card. You see in the right-hand corner, even though it's tiny, it generates a CSS class, question box, gives you the height, width, border, so on and so forth, the background. For every minor detail, that sort of functionality appears with InVision Inspect. Same exact thing with the typeface and the font sizes. So we click on the question. As you can see font family Roboto, font size, font weight, and line height. And that is the Delphi project. Thank you.
Kevin, thanks, man. It's kind of a little bit faster than last time. I know you had 20 seconds to run through last time back. Yo, I have a question. What is that Laura Messon they're using? Is that Fight Club Ipsum?
Oh, you got it. I
noticed it. Yeah,
I ripped the quote straight from there. Yes, good eye.
Yeah. What about the second one though? Holding a Coke, wearing a shoe. What is that?
Show Me the Money.
That
movie. Yeah, that movie. Jerry Maguire, the sports agent.
Right. I was looking. I'm like, that's not Fight Club. What is that? Cool. Awesome. Thank you, Kermit.
Thanks.
Cool. Keeping it moving. Ryan, connect our kids. I don't have kids, but it's cool when they're connected. What's up, Ryan? Ryan, can you talk? Now I can hear you now. Yes.
All right. Cool. Can you see my screen also?
Yes.
All right. What's up? My name's Ryan from the Connect Our Kids team, which also includes Asa, Pedro, Sean, Tyler, and Max. We are in Sprint Group 3, so it's our first week building a React Native app for Connect Our Kids, which is a DC-based tech nonprofit, and their aim to empower social workers with free modern technology to find permanent, loving homes for foster kids. So our main goal is to provide them with a mobile app that social workers can use to find extended family members for their clients and place them with their actual family. And that feature is called People Search, and we'll get to that in a second. But what we worked on this week, we just started. So 2.5 days ago, we got our app set up and a landing page created, which was pretty cool. We're all fairly new to React Native, so we mob coded this landing page and another coming soon page. But then our biggest accomplishments this week is we got our routing set up basically. And also we are able to use our People Search API to start fetching data from the database. And so we're getting responses for some of our searches. So hopefully that will work. We get it all set up. So this data returns a masked set of data, so you're not getting all the information. So a social worker will need to log in and create an account to do that. So that's kind of our next step, is to integrate Auth0. And also we're gonna beef up our parsing up here. So if you put in an email, but you put a name there, it will know that it's a name and it will search under name. And so those are the next steps we're gonna do after that. And that's what we got so far.
Awesome, Ryan. Thank you. Yeah, mustaches everywhere today. What is going on? Is Carlos Latigua, is he PMing for you, or is that another React Native project? Okay, I see. I was talking to him earlier, and I know that he was like working with the group on React Native. That's cool. Also, one last thing. You said the beginning of that, this is a techno profit. What was the term?
A tech nonprofit.
Tech nonprofit. Okay, okay.
That's a nonprofit that actually builds technology for free for like social workers and other people.
I feel you. I've never heard that term before. I've never heard of techno profit either. That's
I mean, maybe we should make that up, you know?
A techno profit, like some kind of. Anyway, cool. Thank you, Ryan. Oh, thanks, Kevin, for stamping. Great, awesome. Other agreeable adjectives and verbs. Nick with how to. How do you do, Nick?
Hi, I'm Nick. So I'm on a team with myself, Patrick, and Austin are the web team. Our iOS developer is Angel, and our UX designer is Mira. So this is our app. It's called How To. It's basically a place where you can post projects, DIY projects, so do-it-yourself kind of things, so you can show people how to do stuff. So here on the landing page, we display all our posts, and you can go and look at an individual post. The things we did this week were build features out on our front end. So in a post, the three major components are tags. We got tags. We got our basic info, and then we've got each post has steps in it that you can. This button deletes them. You can add steps, and lastly, you can add reviews and edit reviews to your post. We have yet to put restricted routes on those and stuff. But I think an interesting feature about what we did this week is our tags, and just kind of like how we got them working. So it toggles if we want to add something. I can click this drop down and add a tag, or I can click it again to remove the tag. I can also edit my project here or delete it. But the cool thing about tags is we can go to our categories up here in the top right and search our posts by our tags. We also have a search here, so you can search your posts by just anything that you want. Yeah, so we have two forms of search, and I guess. So I think the interesting thing. Oh, that's the wrong one. So this is what our tags looks like inside our code here. We just have this is our input, and this is what our dropdown looks like, and we just have this one line of code that dynamically sets the value and displays our tags, and then our handle change is when you submit the tag. It checks for it goes through the list of tags, it checks for the ID, and then it checks if that tag is
Sorry, Nick, gotta cut you out. I gotta tag you out on that one. Get it? Tag. Haha, cool. Tags are crazy, man. It's such a simple thing. It's not simple. It's clearly not simple, but I remember during the Lambda Notes project trying to incorporate tags. and like I bombed. There's no way I could finish it in time. I eventually got it for fun, but like it's so complicated. It's so cool like when you get it working. It's like I feel you on getting tags working, man. That's awesome. Cool, awesome. Thank you, Nick. Thank you. Patrick with Market Organizer. Patrick, are you in the building?
Yep, here.
Cool. What's up, Patrick?
Hey guys, we are Market Organizer. I'm on a team with Sim, Francis, Latifa, and Twa. So basically, we just have functionality to essentially create a market or a vendor profile. So think like farmers markets kind of situation. But I'll just go up here to sign up. Maybe. Works this way. Okay, and then once you're signed up, we can make let's make a test market. And then we also added the ability to add stalls. So if you're a market, you're going to want to specify however many number of stalls you have available for your vendors to rent. So say we got 7 feet long, 2 feet wide, and we're going to charge them $100. So we can submit this, and it is going to redirect us to Stripe. And if you already have a Stripe account, associated with the email that you already logged in with, it'll just have you log in. But I don't think that.
Got Stripe all nervous.
Yeah.
Wait, did we read the Stripe service agreement before we did that?
Yeah, I did. I don't know about you.
No. I just wing it.
This will take you back to your logged in view here.
Sorry, Patrick, I cut you off there, man. I know we're just dying to get to that part, but
Yep, and then you can run your Stripe dashboard. Yep, so Stripe's all hooked up. Yep, so we can add
cool.
stuff.
Thank you, Patrick. Hey, your buttons kind of look like pomegranates. I was thinking like your splash page is like very fresh looking. That's a strange thing to say to somebody. Okay, cool. Thank you, Patrick. How about Alan, Oddie Studio?
You guys hear me?
I can hear you.
All right, nice. So I'm with Oddie Studio. My team consists of Garrett, Tristan, and Drew McGinsey, along with Adam McKinney. So what Oddie Studio is, it's basically it's a desktop product that aims to serve East African communities. that allows them to create a text-based app with no programming skills, which is pretty dope. So you would log in or register. You would register through your either Facebook account or Google account, and it would redirect you to the dashboard. And right here, it displays your profile and your email, along with your Google profile or Facebook picture. Now, what a workflow is, it's basically it creates a menu for users. So a small business owner would pretty much make their own flow, their own like menu. And then the user, which basically uses a basic phone, not like a smartphone, but like a basic phone. So
a dumb phone, as we call them.
Yeah. We just create a new workflow. Let me see, Saudi. And for category, we just put supplies. And what this would do is it would send it back to a dummy, like a dummy phone, right? And all the user would have to do is enter a code, call it, then a menu would pop up. It would show greeting and options. And from there, they would select whatever option they wanted. And it would display back the data. So this is how it pretty much would look like. You know, you would create a new flow. You would name it. A welcome screen would pop up on your phone once you like enter the code. Help screen up. There would be options, and then basically just make your own flow. As of right now, we're still trying to figure out how to connect it to our backend. Everything's set up. We're just trying to figure out how to like connect it, because we're sort of we just need to connect it. Yeah, like everything's set up right now. We're just having a hard time getting it up. But yeah, that's pretty much basically concludes this presentation.
On time, Alan. Right on time. Before we jump on any further, can you just in like one sentence tell us about what Saudi is? I mean, there's a couple of Saudi projects out there, but for people that aren't familiar.
So what we're basically doing is, allowing a small business owner create their create their own menu or like database that's going to hold all the options. So for example, there would be we could set up a welcome screen, and then there would be a list of options. For example, like we would have supplies, food, books, and all that stuff. And what the user would do is basically put in a code and get the information back, like what's updated, like what items are available right now. So that way they're connected.
Yeah. Cool. Thank you, Alan. I think it's the reason why I asked, because there are a few Saudi projects, and these are actually going and working with the stakeholders in real life projects for people in other countries that aren't the United States, and that's kind of cool when you can build apps that actually have some sort of social implication and don't just say what the weather is or put you on blind dates. So big ups, man. Thank you for sharing. Not that the weather or blind dates are, those are cool too. Cool. So Josie, you got Josie in the house with School in the Cloud School, Cloud Josie. What's up, Josie?
All right, so this is School in the Cloud, still says training bot. My team is Stephanie, Brandon, Abdul, our project manager, Adam, and I. This week, one of the coolest features we have is signing in with a magic link. So I'm going to show that to you. All right. And right now this is going to pull up the volunteer dashboard. In a second. Ooh, there we go. So we're still working on this, still need some styling done. And I will switch over to the admin. Save that. And then I'll just refresh this. Ooh. Did that save? Oh, I changed the wrong one. This one's me. Abdul's an admin now. All right, and then I'll refresh this. Now this is the admin dashboard. You can see the training series. You can see the classes, delete some of them. We can search. Yeah, so this is just connecting volunteer mentors to children or to schools where the student to teacher ratio is pretty high. So that's school in the cloud.
That's school in the cloud, y'all. Isn't it kind of meta? Like, we're in a cloud school right now. I just made that connection. I never thought of Lambda as like a cloud school. We got a few more. We got a few more. If y'all are still with me. We got Logan. No, I take it back. It's not Logan. It's gonna be Rosa. Rosa's gonna be telling us about Quizzer. Rosa.
Hi, I'm Rosa, and my team members are Logan as a PM, Nathan, Charles, Mark, Tigran, Zach, and me. And I'm gonna talk to you about our app. It's called Quizzer. It's for teachers so that they can send quizzes to their students and keep track of their progress. It's what makes our app different is mostly the remedial questions. So in the quiz and while they're taking it, if they get one wrong, they'll have another chance, just like Lambda Flex, or they'll get another chance. So this is kind of like that. So let me show you. We got our login function working, and it goes directly to the teacher's dashboard. And the teacher sends the access code to the student. And then after the student receives this code, the teacher can also create their quiz. And here we have the form for the quiz. Then I think that's it for the teachers. Let me show you the students part. I'm gonna log in as a student. Okay, so I'm logging in as a student, and it will also take me to the student dashboard. No quizzes have been taken, so I'm gonna take a quiz. And right now we have 24 quizzes and different what do you call it? Different subjects. And then once you reach toward the end, I kind of like went ahead here because it's 24. Didn't want to waste your time here with me clicking. So here I'm at the end, and then it will give you the total score. Here, well, I got 5 points, just guessing. And another thing that's pretty neat is the Stripe is working. Let me see. Hold on 1 second. Let me pull it up. So for Stripe, we put in our card, and we're using the test numbers. And then confirm, no, we go to next, and thank you for doing business. But first, let's pick a plan. So we want to pick bronze, and then we go back. I just want to show you what current plan is bronze. Now we confirm the order, but I think I just missed because I messed up here. Sorry. Okay, let me try again. So I will close this. With Stripe, one of the things that I thought was interesting was that I added a coupon. So the student, it's like for now it's for employee, so the teacher can like it's part of the Quizzer employee, so they can, but I can change it later to something else. So they choose bronze, then they will go back, and then they will come forward. No, maybe not. I'm sorry. Next. Thank you for selecting the bronze pattern. And then the dashboard will have that the student selected bronze. What else can I show you? I guess that's it. Mostly that's our quizzer.
Actually, that's all the time I got. So right on time. I think I got to give a shout out to whoever is the Visa 42424242, whoever is getting charged every single time that we test a Stripe. I'm sure he's freaking out every single day when he looks at his credit card bill. Yeah. Also, the Quizzer would probably make a pretty good like what is it? A CAPTCHA? You know, like CAPTCHAs that just like have to like, are you a robot? No, I'm not a robot. Yeah. Well, how many heads does Abe Lincoln have? You know, at 20 questions, 5 just random. I don't know. Thank you, Rosa. Winding down. Got a few left. We're gonna have William come in with Challenge.js. I don't even know what Challenge.js is. William, what's Challenge.js?
This is it was formerly called clone coding.
Oh yeah, okay, cool.
Website. Challenge.js is our new name. This is the screen where you can create a challenge. You can write a description in Markdown. The skeleton function is the function that the user will start off with when completing the challenge. We ask that they also write a solution. Down here, you have the expected return value. And so we'll run the test here. It looks like it passed. I can jumble up the string here, and you can see it didn't pass. So that's running on a web worker and with a obscure JavaScript function called eval. Let me fix that. All right, so now that we're passing the tests, you can submit the challenge. I am an admin, so I can see the unapproved challenges here. And I'm gonna go ahead and approve that challenge I just made. And it's already here in the valid challenges that you can do. Looks like I passed, it's completed, and let's see, we'll go back over to my profile, and it's showing up in my completed challenges tab. You can search challenges. You can filter them by categories or difficulty, and practice your JavaScript skills. And we have our experience here, which is obviously a little bit bugged, but you'll be able to gain experience depending on the difficulty of the challenge. This is a wrap.
I love your XP benchmark. Like that's awesome. Yeah, man, definitely. This is a really cool project. I'm really feeling it. Thanks for showing it. Last couple I got right here. Got Thomas Fulbrecht. You already know. TrainingBot 3. I mean, I don't know if you know, but TrainingBot 3.
Oh, you guys already know. What's up, everybody? All right, so as Ed would say, this is the gang. We got Ben, Divya, Joe, and myself. Gannon is our PM. And I will close this one. All right, so I have 2 views prepared for you today. So I got the admin sort of side, then we got the guy receiving, like the user, the team member side. You know, think about it that way. We're changing our nouns. Like we're in the middle of that. We got some feedback from Jess. So we're going to try to like change all the verbiage on this page to make it make more sense. So bear with me if I like mix up user and team member, etc. All right, so we talked about the admin last week, walked you through how to add members, add notifications, add training series. So we have another view that shows you the pending notifications. You list your team members in cards, you can remove them, you can assign mentors, mentees, you make all these cool relationships. You can create training series, so you can create a series that goes out to all of your users or different user groups, etc. And we also have notifications, which are sort of the messages that are going to be sent. The way TrainingBot works is we go over 3 channels right now, so SMS, Slack, and email, and we're making it so that users, because TrainingBot 2, it was like defined by the admin, but TrainingBot 3, we're going to let users define how they'd like to receive the messages. And we're also going to let the users respond through those channels. We're going to give comments and feedback to the admin. So here's where the responses would be on the admin side. This is our little front-end app for users. So obviously you're going to get it through your channels, but then you're going to come here to either look at like historical data, or if you want to like type it like manually in like the browser or whatever, maybe we'll have drafts, but you can look through your training series. So, all right. So hazardous material, just sample human resource training things. This would be historic. This is for my account. We do have like profile image support and everything. It's just I don't have those on these accounts. And here's where you would your responses would show up. So you receive a training series. Hey, about the 401k, how much do you guys match up to? Bam, right there. And that is TrainingBot 3.
TrainingBot 3.
Got a little styling to go.
Thank you, Thomas. That's cool. Splitting up the different views on one screen share. That's cool and very helpful for the presentation. Thanks for presenting, man. Looks great. Last on. This is it. This is it. Are you ready? I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready to wrap this out. Let's take us out. Saturday market with we.
Yeah, I have to share my screen. I'm sorry.
Oh, do you, hold on. Let me. I think. I know Thomas sometimes when he closes his Zoom, it freezes up his Zoom. All right, let me see if I can stop his. Sorry about this. Okay, try it now. See if it works.
No.
Okay. Well, I'll do this. I'll do mine. Right. Okay. And now I'm gonna stop mine, and you can go ahead.
Alrighty.
That should work. Sorry, Thomas. No disrespect.
Well, good evening, everybody. My name is Wei. I'm from the Saudi marketplace team, and I know it's me standing between you and that beer, so I will take my time. Okay. So, Saudi marketplace, we're actually working with a women-owned East Africa nonprofit organization. We're building for the a backend for an app that actually will allow traders cross the border between Uganda, Kenya, and another country. I forgot the third country, but this 3 country, there is a border. They have a lot of market. We want to make an app available for them to actually enable sellers to see what's in the market and what's so they don't get gouged, and also the seller can show their inventory in the marketplace. So this is our mock right now, and if we call, we have a buy and sell option. Let's say we're buying. Then we're going to buy from Bujumbura. And we will have animal products. And the product will coming in. Now, currently we're working, we actually have a dynamic data coming into the mock at this current time, and also we actually able to get the session and the session IDs from every single phone call, and we can compare to the list of what the menu is, and we can track every single user. And lastly, I would like to say my team consists of Jen, Sarah, Cameron, Brad, and Steven, Oscar, and me. It's 7 of us. Our team leader is Kevin. And that's it.
And it's I think I mispronounced it. It's Wei. Is that right? Okay,
Wei.
Cool. Sorry about that, Wei.
No problem.
Now I know. Hey, that's all we got. That's and plenty of time left over. Well, actually, no, it's 8 o'clock, so it's quitting time. So I'm ready for a Techno IPA and ready to call it a night. Thanks everybody for presenting. This is my favorite part of the week. I love seeing y'all. I have so much fun with this, and I can't wait till next week. Coming into week 4 or week 3, you know, like we're about, but we're on the second half now. We're winding down, so get hype, be proud. Thank you for everything you do, and have a great weekend. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks, everybody. See you later.